What I like about the assessment system, obviously it's got the skills progression on there, so it's easy to enter the data. It's then really easy to track the data as well. So for example, if I was looking at assessment data for PE for a vulnerable group, for example, I might be looking at the SEN children. It's really easy to go onto the system and actually download that sort of data.
When Ofsted came and looked at our sports premium budget, they were really impressed at the sustainability of the site. It was really upskilling teachers in terms of their lesson delivery. It was sustainable because it's a one-off thing. You don't need anybody else there, you don't need a sports coach there. Teachers can get it up as part of their lesson on the projector. You've got experts delivering those skill development for the children and modelling them. The teachers learn through it as well. And it's absolutely fine to use your sports premium money for that. All areas are included, so ones that you would expect, sort of like team games, but then more importantly for us it was sports like swimming and gymnastics and dance, which our teachers felt much more vulnerable on in terms of their own subject knowledge. So teachers really value those particular subjects.
While we're actually teaching it, we can have the video on behind us. So for some of the skills, and for the music, so we didn't have to go and look for any of the resources to support us with that lesson. It was all there, part of the package on the website.
For me, if I was doing Tudor dancing, it would be a nightmare. So I can look at the skills in the Tudor dance and see how to develop those, and then see how to put them together to make the whole dance. Similarly, something like gymnastics, if I was, demonstrating some sort of balance that I didn't know, it really is useful for that.
With athletics, you can actually input in the system the timings, the distance, and as a result of that we can then use that in mathematics lessons, so we can look at mean, mode, averages with the data, and again it gives the children a real clear purpose then. So when they're actually doing the athletics lesson, as well as doing the athletic skills, they can also use that sort of data then and apply that in the mathematics in the classroom as well.
The PE passport's been really powerful for us, particularly for some of our reluctant writers. What they do is that after a PE lesson, they then reflect, there's some self-reflection on that lesson and the development in those skills, and the boys particularly really want to write about that. So after the lesson the teacher just works that into some reflection time. They write in the passport about that, and it's just giving them a real purpose for their writing. We can track our after school clubs through the site, so if we've got a child attending 3 after school sports clubs, we link that to the site, we track them on the site. What teachers can then get at the end of the year is this is what this child's done through PE lessons, but also they've attended these after school clubs, and in these after school clubs they've achieved this, so it links the two together.
I would recommend the system because it has really improved the PE across our school. We've gone from having really low expectations in PE from the children and from the staff to now children wanting to participate in lessons, in extracurricular activities, and the staff just feeling really confident in teaching PE. Before, teachers would get out of teaching PE if they could, whereas now they feel confident in using the equipment. They know they've got the support from the system when it comes to planning, when it comes to the resources, and also they've got a clear understanding of the assessment system, whereas before we didn't have anything to track assessment of PE and that was just avoided, whereas now we've got clear skills progression across all year groups, and we can actually report that information then to parents, to governors, when it comes to how well children are doing in PE, which is something that we never had before.
Been really impressed with the staff from the site. They've been in school, they're really knowledgeable. Their subject knowledge is much greater than any of the staff teachers because they're experts in that field. I would recommend the system, and I have recommended the system. So the system has already been recommended to other schools in our trust. Been really impressed with it. It's had a massive impact in the assessment of PE and sports in our school, and also in the quality of the provision that the children are getting.
Best thing about school is PE!